Case file EC0XF004. Marijuana's a working woman. Eidolon of Montreal has been contacted by a local paranormal entity, Theophania Hekabe Woodwitch, TIFF for short. A dryad attuned to the cannabis plant, she reports that her employer, a local dispensary and Delta 8 bakery, has been vandalized and received several threatening letters over the past 2 weeks. Her supervisor, one Felix, has refused to provide her with information on the matter, claiming that it's for her own protection. This has only caused Tiff to worry about her safety and that of her employer. She has asked Eidolon of Montreal to investigate the matter, ideally without letting Felix know about it. This is a delicate operation, one which may escalate into open violence even if handled with care. As such, we have strongly encouraged Tiff to accompany our team on their investigation, so that they may protect her if something goes wrong. She has agreed to this, saying that she no longer feels that the streets are safe regardless. An interview has been scheduled so that she can provide our team with any additional information they think is necessary. Juniper.
Yeah? Oh, sorry, that's not her voice. Yeah?
I'm curious, before you generally go into work, what's your day look like? You know, getting ready, your commute, and so on?
I get up, I make a cup of black tea, unsweetened. I listen to a little music.
Oh yeah? What kind of stuff you listen to?
Mostly ambient, but I do occasionally listen to some electronic. It helps me focus. I listen to it sometimes when I paint.
Oh, sorry, no, I thought you were going to continue because you know you're drinking your tea, you're painting, I guess.
Occasionally, I mostly do that after work as a de-stressor.
Makes sense.
But once I'm done with that, I shower, get ready, put on clothes, and head out.
Pretty simple morning ritual.
Yeah, it used to be more complex. I used to have a roommate, but she left a few months ago. I was apparently difficult to deal with. I am paraphrasing. She used more colorful language.
Well, you know how it is. Sometimes work goes better than social life. Sometimes social life goes better than work life.
Yes. I suppose that's true.
I would say that today, your typical routine goes basically uninterrupted. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary. It's a relatively warm day. Obviously, you know, it's still January. You're still in Canada, so it's not that warm. But, you know, relatively speaking, it's pretty nice out. But when you get to work, and this goes for your coworkers as well, you're actually directed to head to one of the interview rooms instead of either working on paperwork or going directly out into the field.
That's unusual.
Oh, an interview. I wonder who we're going to test to see if they're ready for the hardships of fighting the supernatural.
I bet they just lost our paperwork, or something. This happened to be like 5 times.
No, it's probably just, normal routine debriefing of the past couple cases.
I suppose so. I mean, I already submitted debriefs, but...
Oh, you never know. Sometimes someone up high has some questions. The paperwork just can't answer,
You're probably right. I'm sure I'm overthinking things.
No, don't worry. I'm sure this will be fine.
Oh, maybe Sofa is going to get her final test before going out into the field.
Hopefully not.
So I think as you arrive at the interview room, as soon as you open the door, all 4 of you are assaulted by the smell of very, very thick, very intense smell of pot. As you come face to face with a woman who appears to be made entirely out of cannabis flower. She is sitting politely at the table. She's like, "Oh, are you the ones who are going to be helping me with my inquiry?"
Oh, whoa.
Hi.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. I am Timothea, but you can call me Thea. How can I help you today?
I believe someone is. Oh, how do I put this? I
It's okay.
believe
Take
someone.
your time. Deep breaths. There's nothing that we can't handle.
I believe someone wants to kill me and possibly my employer as well.
Okay, yeah, no, that's totally normal. That has been before.
Is this related or unrelated to the fact that you're weed?
Don't be rude.
It's not. I mean, can you smell? I feel like we should talk about the elephant in the room.
I mean, but no one turns to you and goes, "You're meat." Come on, people are people.
I would assume that most people don't know I am made of weed. That's sort of it's the sort of thing I try to keep under wraps when I'm not
Yeah, fair.
in this sort of facility. I do work for a dispensary and bakery.
That sounds
La Belle
wonderful.
Violette, if you've been there. I guess you haven't. I would have seen you. I don't know what. Sorry. My name.
I've been thinking about taking my oldest, and maybe the twins, they're in college, maybe to the dispensary. If you're gonna go, I'd rather they go with me, If you're gonna experience, I'd rather I'm there,
Now, I'm not a mother, so I don't know if I should really be.
It's a wonderful thing, really.
We should perhaps get back on track.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I get that. I think I have what the kids are calling the ADHD. I get a little distracted. So we were saying about the murder attempt?
Well, nobody has, strictly speaking, attempted to murder me yet. But the dispensary has been vandalized several times over the past few weeks, and we've also received some threatening letters directed towards my supervisor. And I can't help but worry that it might be related to me and the relationship I have to the product there. I'm not being harvested or trapped in a bad situation or anything, so don't worry about that.
That was
please.
going to be my next question. So
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. So I think the term you tend to use is dryad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
dryads.
would be the term.
Dryads, sometimes colloquially referred to as nymphs, forest nymphs, earth spirits, tree spirits, there are different terms. We rather the people themselves choose the term so we can refer to them. So yeah, no, dryad works perfectly fine there.
So it's not necessarily that it comes from me. It just they grow it normal. But my presence obviously I feel like blessing suggests a sort of divinity or value judgment that I don't want to play into. It's just
An amplification effect.
That's perfect. That's perfect word for it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Amplification effect. fact, she's writing in a little notebook.
So you, like, your presence helps the wheat, the crop, the harvest, a bountiful harvest, basically.
Ooh,
Yes.
good word.
Yes.
Bountiful
Absolutely.
harvest.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, speaking of bountiful harvests, is anyone else, like, really weirdly hungry all of a sudden?
We
I don't-
can stop by the cafeteria afterwards.
Wait, hold on. You
go
don't, like, it's...
for a lemon meringue
hold on. Is it, like, do you have, like, do we get high just by being around you, or... Because
I
that's...
just like lemon meringue pie. I don't know.
No,
if that has
not
anything to do
you,
with
the munchies.
Oh. I'm just saying. I'm always craving a lemon meringue pie. This might be unrelated.
I don't think so, but I mostly, work with and hang with people who use regularly, so I don't, maybe your friend here is, I don't want to, don't take this as an insult, he might be a bit of a lightweight.
Flint, you ever done, like, pot? You ever done a drug?
Have you done a pot, Flint?
I can't say that I have.
Oh, you should come with me and the twins and my eldest. I think it would be a fun time.
Oh, no. My body is the temple.
Oh, very well.
I've seen
They're
you
uptight.
eat an entire bag of Doritos in, like, 5 seconds.
Doritos are a sacred offering to the temple.
Doritos do have that whole, like, it's less of a fuck, I don't know the name of it in English. The ostia? It's less of a circle and more like a...
Oh, you're talking
triangle?
about, like, the communion wafer.
The communion wafer, yeah, the ostia.
Oh,
yeah.
the Eucharist, yes.
Yeah, the ostia. Sorry, you get a girl out of Mexico, you want to not get the Mexico out of the girl. That's not totally how Thea talks. That one.
Yeah, no, sorry. the voices are a little wonky, folks. A little peek behind the curtain. We took a long break
been
between...
2
not-
months.
Yeah.
Okay, it has not been 2 months, it's been 3 weeks.
It's been
I don't know
3
what you're
weeks,
talking
2
about.
months.
I'm doing just fine.
Because you're a professional, Iris, and we all love you for
I'm
it.
locked in.
Sorry, well, what were we talking about?
Why?
what we should do to prevent you and your employer from being murdered. Can you tell us about your employer?
His name's Felix Cote. He's pleasant. He pays us well. I'm really making him sound like some kind of horrible tyrant. Oh no.
No,
I'm sorry. No.
Really? You're
Sounds
not.
like a wonderful boss.
Okay, here. Why? Different one. Why do you think you're going to be murdered?
Other than the vandalism and such.
Yeah, like it was because the leap from like vandalism to I'm gonna die is. Wait, are you just
was there
paranoid?
like graffitis?
Is that it? Are you
Was
just
there
paranoid?
Were there graffitis saying like the vandalism included graffitis that said "You will die soon" or something like that?
It's mostly threatening letters suggesting that Felix is that they're going to just hurt our business or in some way damage the store. They're saying they're accusing Felix of being a fraud. They're accusing him of harboring techniques that he shouldn't. I think they might know that I'm there, and I think they have something against me being there.
Okay.
Is this like a weird interweed community like beef? Is there any way we could get access to those letters?
I mean, you could probably ask Felix, and I can come along with.
Yeah,
and I
sounds
can explain
perfect.
the situation to him.
Sure. But before we go, one more follow-up question, if you will. Is there anyone else working there who has any sort of Eidolon adjacent or other supernatural inclinations? Or is it just you?
Not to my knowledge. I believe it's just me.
All right.
Yes, we should head over. This will give us time to interview your boss, and also I can look over for any potential weaknesses that any attackers could exploit.
And also we can hit up a gas station food mart. I desperately need some chips.
Flint, you're high.
Perhaps you should get a mask as well.
Flint, you're stoned.
I have a mask. It's part of my superpowers.
I need you to realize that you're stoned right now.
With ventilation. Well, a filter, I should say.
I will say you can probably get just like some rebreathers or something at the office. They would have those.
I'm so angry that Tab would not have the context or life to make a mask versus mask joke there. So
Jesus.
upset at that. So upset.
Flint, how does watching cartoons sound to you right now?
I always love watching cartoons.
You know what? That one's on me.
Yeah,
That
I
one's
was
on me.
gonna say.
Yeah.
There's a reason I have him babysit the kids. They like the same things. Have you heard about Bluey?
Let's go.
I agree.
All right, so I would say the four of you plus your friend here. She didn't actually introduce herself.
Oh, no.
Her name is.
I thought she did at the beginning.
No, I don't think I said her name
You know.
ever.
What is her name?
Let's just retcon when she said she was a dryad, she also said her name.
Her name's Theophania Hakabe Wodwich, Tiff for short.
Okay.
Oh, that's a cute name.
So yeah, I would say the five of you head to La Belle Violette. And, you know, it is open, but it's still pretty early in the morning, so it's not doing a lot of business. You know, maybe every 15 minutes one person shows up. But inside, you know, it's about what you'd expect from a bakery. The dispensary is sort of like in the same open area, but in the corner, if that makes sense. You got like
Sure.
a separate area lined off with little ropes and a little, you know, display case of stuff. And I would say that Felix is actually out at the counter making coffee for the one customer who's actually showed up. Hi. Welcome to La Belle Violette. My name's Felix. What can I get for you folks?
We are not here for your goods. We are here to protect you
we could
against
also
possible
be here
threats.
for the goods. Like, we could be here for both.
Well,
Business
that is not our
first.
primary purpose.
Business first, and then we can organize some field days over here. But business first.
Do you mind me asking, how credible do you believe these threats on you and your establishment have been?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it's just some bullshit. Like, it's some stupid teens trying to extort us for free weed, or it's like some reactionary weirdos like, it should be banned again. It doesn't feel like fucking calling his minister.
Have you ever been the target of violence in the past?
Once, but that was unrelated.
I see.
I would like
to
to
care-
before anything else happens. I'm sorry. Before anything else happens, Flint smells danger here. So I want to dredge on that last statement of the violence was unrelated.
Okay. Let's look at what you dredged, and I'm just going to make a note. Last time we played, I believe we hit 3 on the Phantom Clock. And I believe per the rules, let me check exactly what happens there.
Those are 3
Yeah, the
of
next
6.
negative or dissonant card anyone's plays is sent to the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure that was the tower, so this is going to be a fun draw.
Oh. Oh, no.
Let's see. Mike, your biz is 1. So you get judgment. Your past failures catch up with you.
Uh-oh.
I would like to push.
All right, you push, and you get the Hanged Man, which is, I believe, your actions isolate you.
Isn't that
No,
the hermit?
Yeah, that's the hermit.
Oh, no, it's not. You must make an impossible choice as the Hanged Man, right?
Oh God.
So
Yeah.
pushed and then a negative. That's 2 more
Yeah,
ticks.
I pushed from a negative to a negative. Yeah, here we go.
I will advance the Phantom Clock as well. Let me check exactly how dredge works, because I got to get back in the groove.
So when you dredge, you just oh no, never mind. This joke doesn't work. Don't worry about it.
All right, so yeah,
It's really
this
just
one
like
is
tapping into the
forecast-based.
supernatural to try and glean information.
Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, the Hanged Man is you must make an impossible choice. And I will say, Flint, you are actually able to sense 2 separate sources of danger here. One is that there's actually a woman walking down the block towards this building. And she seems unassuming, but like she's hiding something very dangerous. And the other, I would say, is in the alleyway out back. And that seems like something where if you pursue it, you're probably going to end up getting in a fight.
Okay. I think Flint is going... These people work in, like, covert operations. They probably have, like, hand signals and stuff, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think Flint is going to, like, signal to the others, like, just a quick hand gesture that says, I'm going to look into something, I'll be right back. And he's going to, like, step back outside and go around to the back of the building.
Real quick, when Flint goes to make his hand gestures, can Ilana not be there because she's vanished and is going through the back room of with documents?
I will make you draw for that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's draw Ellie. Ellie is 3.
I get 3.
Yeah, your spread is the tower, which is negative.
Sucks.
The star, which I believe is positive.
Yes.
Let me double check that. Yes, it is. Or the devil, which is negative.
I'm gonna take the star and hold 2.
All right. So yeah, you're vanished. I would say you're able to slip into the back office without any real difficulty. It's pretty messy in here, but not to the point where it's like impossible to figure out like how to find stuff.
So yeah, I'm just gonna be digging through files while stuff is happening.
I would say that other than accounting files, you are able to find the what do you fucking call them? You are able to find the threatening letters, and they are mostly to the effect of give her up or we will come back with more people. They are, talking about Felix's address, talking about knowing where his parents live, where his brother lives. There's one that has like a photograph of his car. And then there's also some weird ones where it's like photographs of his clothes, and they're like, we're gonna tear the fuck out of these. Or one that's just somebody smoking, and it's like, we took this. We can take whatever we want from you.
These guys are fucking weirdos, okay. Yeah, I think Ilana's gonna be in the back room for a bit if we want to shift focus.
Yeah, absolutely. Flint, you want me to tell you what you see in the alleyway, and then we'll go back inside the main building?
Sure, unless somebody else has something they want to do.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, I'd say when you go out into the alleyway, you do find someone there. They're wearing a hoodie and a mask, and they are actually currently in the process of tagging the wall. Not really with anything in particular. They're just kind of using spray paint to make it look fucked up. Not a lot of artistic inclination, whoever's doing this.
Okay, do they notice me yet?
I would say not yet, no. They're kind of... they might not have much of an artist's soul. They might not truly understand the purpose of graffiti or the concept of love, but they are very intensely focused on doing what they're doing.
Okay, let's see. How do I want to play this? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and transform.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit the button, and the voice is going to go, Rex! And a spear is going to appear in Flint's hands. And I'm just going to jump this guy.
All right. Now, I will note, Bunny ain't no kind of rider's ability. It warps reality around you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will draw for Scrap. That's POW 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is the Wheel of Fortune, which is neutral, or the Hierophant, also neutral.
Okay, let's see. I'll go with the Hierophant.
All right. Hierophant goes into the discard pile, and let me...
I discover
Excuse
something.
me.
What do I discover?
Well, let me check again how Scrap works. I'm not sure if the forecast actually... No, the forecast will come up here. So yeah, let's see. This is a neutral card, so you will advance your damage track. We're also discarding the top card from the Fate deck, which was the Magician.
That's unfortunate, but...
So I would say, as you leap towards this person, you are able to knock the cans of spray paint from their hands, and they sort of stagger back. But as they do, You're noticing that the belt they're wearing, it just sort of turns into a utility belt. And the mask they're wearing, which is really just, a cheap ski mask for the winter months up here, gets pretty cold, that becomes this, sci-fi looking gas mask. And they're like, who the fuck are you?
Okay, here's the thing. This guy's got kind of a supervillain thing going on. Would I recognize this person?
I don't think you would, no.
Ah, damn. I was hoping I stumbled across my nemesis or something.
I'm gonna be honest, Mike. I did not write you a nemesis, except for one, but that's more of a nemesis of the entire Eidolon Corporation, which we'll get to.
Oh,
ooh, foreshadowing.
Menacing.
Nemesing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have no fucking idea who this guy is.
all right. So they said, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
I am Bunny Ain't No Rider, and I am here to stop you.
Well, how's that mask do against paint? And he's just going to take another can out of his utility belt and just spray it directly into your face. I'm gonna be honest, the mask helps. Doesn't help as much as you'd like.
Ah!
So while you're doing that, I would say it's actually just Thea and Juniper in the actual lobby of La Belle Violette.
I have a feeling that we're used to this by now. In most of our missions, of the other two go do stuff, and
well, you
maybe
also
they'll come back later.
when Ilana's cloaked, you forget she exists. So
oh yeah,
this is
also
normal
that.
to you.
So I would say that while you two are in there, a woman in a business suit enters and walks up to the counter. She kind of just ignores you and muscles her way past and leans forward. Hi there, Felix. Could you get me a cappuccino, please? Nothing extra. And he looks at her and he's just like, look, I told you before I'm not interested in selling, alright? I'm just here because I want some coffee, Felix. You make it very well.
Oh, you're a fan of coffee? Oh, what's it? Name 3 kinds. What are your favorite kinds? Tell me. I'm new at this whole coffee thing. I would love. You seem like an expert. I would love to get some information.
Are you looking for blends, or are you looking for particular preparations of drink? Because obviously those are both very important.
You tell me. What do you prefer?
Well, in terms
You're
of
in
blends,
a deserted island, and you can only have 3 types of coffee.
Ooh.
Both blends and type. You have a machine that just not even makes them, teleports them to you the way you like them. Go.
Well, I'm very fond of cappuccino. I like espresso. And then it's kind of a toss up for me between a flat white and just regular straight black coffee with a little bit of sugar added in. And then in terms of blends, obviously Blue Mountain, classic, very delightful. There's this Japanese blend that they've recently developed called Golden Wolf. Very, very good. It's a bit intense if you haven't drunk coffee before, so I don't know how much experience you have with it.
See, I'm very simple with my coffee. I like it black. I like it to wake up, to feel me. But I'm not against going fancy every now and then. I've had a Mac cafe here and then. I'm no stranger to extravagance.
Well, lastly, I would say that there's this particular strain from Ethiopia. It's very difficult to get. It's only really produced in small batches. It's fair trade, which obviously I love to see. It's a terrible shame how much coffee is produced by people who really have no say in the matter. It's this Ethiopian blend. There's no name for it, but it comes in these red bags with a little violet seal of it's some kind of flower. I don't recognize it. It looks a little bit like an orchid, but I don't really know which orchid it looks like, and I don't think it is an orchid. But if you can get your hands on that is some of the most amazing coffee I've ever had in my life.
Muffled sounds of violence coming through the walls.
While this coffee conversation is happening, I think Juniper is going to sort of I guess investigate the area to find were you about to say something, Fabby?
Oh, no, I'll let you investigate. I was also gonna maybe try dredging using Soul Spyglass to get more info, but I think you're good.
Yeah, I was gonna investigate this area to find to actually see if there are like any cameras around.
Oh, yeah, I would say there's probably a camera overlooking the dispensary area in particular, a camera looking at like the front entrance, and probably a camera in the alleyway outside, which is currently recording Flint delivering an elbow drop to this guy who is like bringing out a flashlight to just kind of attack him with it as a bludgeon.
Do you mind if I scan through your security footage?
I mean, sure, but I'm gonna be honest, we haven't actually found anything when we did that.
She's very good. Don't worry about it.
Do you happen to remember where the letters would be typically found?
They would be put in the mailbox.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I will...
yeah.
Juniper is going to go up to wherever like their computer is and look through the security recordings.
I think.
Let's see. Oh, go on, Fabby.
No. I keep interrupting when my brain. No, you're good. I'll wait till there's a pause in the scene.
Juniper, I'm gonna have you draw Beat the Odds plus Gen for me.
Okay, that's 1.
All right. You get the Empress, which is you create something.
Oh, so close to my resonant, but not quite.
And that is a neutral card, but this is Beat the Odds, so we're just taking the...
I'll take that.
All right, so let's see. I would say scrubbing through the footage, what you're noticing is you can't actually see anybody putting something in the mailbox or, visiting after hours that isn't just the mail person. But at the same time, you've seen this sort of thing enough to know that they wouldn't actually send it through the mail generally. So what that's telling you is that either this footage was somehow removed, or the letter was placed there in a way that wouldn't actually involve anybody walking up. You know what I mean?
Okay. But it was still found in the mailbox.
Yes, and I would even say you can probably sort of reconstruct what that would have looked like from a hypothetical fourth camera, since you are creating something. And you think you would basically have to sort of fling it in, or like almost like a frisbee would work, right? If you had it sort of at an angle and you threw it, it wouldn't work in practice without some kind of supernatural or technological assistance, but if you did it like that, you could sort of bounce it off the back bit above the mail slot, and it would probably slip in.
Can I test that hypothesis?
With Empyrean Abattoir?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You're just going to be standing out front, like, flinging mail in there?
Yeah. I mean, I have an elegance of 2.
I mean, I don't think I need to make you draw for that, honestly. Yeah. Unless there's something specific you wanted to get out of that.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to test it just to make sure, like, that it is actually possible.
I would say so, yes.
All right. I guess I head down, and Fabby, what is your character currently doing?
Well, I think the thing that Thea is trying to do is after having this person deeply talk about something that they seem passionate about, she would go, so any of those of your favorites, which one do you get here that you mention is it require you to come because it's so good? What do they make that you like so much?
I'm not really sure. I usually leave it up to Felix. Felix is he's a real expert in this sort of thing. I'm always telling him he should get out of the marijuana business and just focus entirely on the cafe. And I think Felix is trying desperately not to look like he fucking hates this woman.
I would like to dredge, and while dredging, I want to use, like old times, to use shadow reading, which is using Soul Spyglass.
Okay, let me look up how Soul Spyglass works.
While dredging, I get to ask a question of a character.
Okay, yeah, and you have 3 biz, so...
For the record, as this is going on, Ilana is just pocketing any, like, weed samples she finds.
All right, your choices are justice. The situation becomes more fair. The lovers, you are faced with two paths. Or the high priestess, the supernatural acts through you. Those are all neutral.
I do love two paths. Listen to me.
Who doesn't?
I'm being faced with them, fork in the road.
Also, you will.
Woo.
Yeah. Also, you'll take away a dissonant card.
Yeah, that's just bonus on the gravy, you know.
All right, we're taking the lovers then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are dredging the undertow and you're faced with two paths. Who are you using Soul Spyglass on, and what question are you asking?
On this lady whose name I already...
I actually don't know if I introduced her either, but she is Olivia Clash.
Yeah.
It's a very cool name.
Let's just get to the point. Is she the one behind the threats and the attacks?
Well, there's two possibilities, Thea.
Mm-hmm.
One possibility is that she is behind the threats and the attacks, and that she is in fact using them as a fairly obvious ploy to try and muscle Felix here out of his own business, presumably so she can perform some kind of hostile takeover. The other possibility, Tim, is that she is the one behind the threats and the attacks, and she is in fact the one keeping someone or other bound to this plane of existence so that she can achieve something or other related to her artistic vision. Obviously, you know, those are a little bit harder to focus in on while you're occupying this timeline.
I think if anyone sees her face, like, her smile doesn't totally drop, but it drops in her eyes, and she kind of has a slight resigned look in her, and takes a breath and switches places with Tim.
All right, Tim, in this same building, this is not a dispensary or a bakery. It appears to just be an entirely abandoned retail space. There's even a sign out front, lists a real estate company, call such and such number to lease this space. But you can also sense something from the back office. It's sort of a heat to it, but also a cold at the same time, and an electricity and an anxiety. It's just sort of this wave of uncertainty and force and unpleasantness that just knowing it's there is setting you ill at ease.
I think in situations like this, I have my service weapon with me. I am very carefully, but very carefully, but very directly approaching my target, and I am next to the door and ready to open it.
All right. I would say when you open the door, it is still an office, but I would say most of the furniture is missing. It's pretty much just a desk and a couple old filing cabinets. And pinned to the wall, as if by invisible restraints, in a light that is constantly shifting color, there is, I'd say, a middle-aged man, pretty scrawny, clearly doesn't eat enough. He is hanging his head, and he does have horns as well as spines growing out of his back. And he's just like, I thought I told you to leave. I'm not going to give you what you want.
That's the thing, I can't leave. It's my job.
Your job is making it actively more difficult for me to deal with Clash. She's already enough of a pain as is.
Come on. Can't you see I'm just a friendly guy trying to be helpful?
You're pointing a gun at me, Timothy.
This is a way of helping, really. I point a gun to all my friends. I don't have any friends. Can I try, maybe reveal my master plan and shoot my gun at the things holding this person back? I don't know if they're holding them by their own will or not, but can I reveal that my gun is not like a regular gun, but a gun that can deal with this situation?
You've got a magic gun.
I got a magic gun.
Where'd you purchase
Listen,
that?
in my line of work,
Okay, no, that's 2 gen.
Timothy is just a wizard with a gun, really.
All right, so that's well, I have bad news. You
Hell
got your
yeah.
dissonant.
Hell
Oh
yeah!
boy.
So I think what's going to happen is, this is a magic gun, and it should be able to, I don't know if abjure is the right word. It should be able to deal with whatever supernatural restraints are holding this man in place. It is still a gun, though, so I would say as soon as those restraints are dealt with, this man is still getting shot in the wrists. And I would say demonic ichor is sort of dripping out. And he's just, fuck, fuck, fuck.
It's fine. We live in Canada. You'll be good.
Oh, yes, no. The socialized healthcare is really what I'm concerned, not the fact that both of my host wrists feel like shit now, and I look like I've got the stigmata. That's not... Do you know how the stigmata
some people
looks?
are into that.
Okay, but politically? People are gonna think this is some sort of fucking stupid power play. Do you know how long I had to work to fucking calm down the last incident when the angels were like, oh, he's trying to usurp shit again? Fucking years. Decades. Give me some bandages, will you?
Fine. He just puts a hand in his pocket and takes out like some Bluey the dog like band-aids.
Great. These are very dignified, Timothy.
You know me. I'm a man of dignity and grace.
He is going to take them.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
hey,
Bluey.
Flint.
Everyone loves Bluey.
How's it going fighting this fucking graffiti supervillain who you sort of invented by accident?
Yeah, I don't know. How is it going? I assume we're at a standstill since I drew a neutral card last.
Yeah, I'd say you've both been sort of getting your licks in. I do think that you are clearly on track to win, and he is going to start looking for an escape route and eventually sort of lay down a smoke screen of paint and just run in the other direction through the alley. So you are going to need to figure out a way to pursue effectively if you want to catch him.
Okay, I'm going to hit a button, and I came up with this particular power as a gag. I can't believe I'm getting so much use out of it. Gonna hit a button that says Californian and summon the skateboard.
Okay, yeah. Tell you what, give me an Ellie roll to skateboard after this fucking guy.
Okay, yeah, my Ellie is too.
Alright, that is the moon, something unknown or unknowable interferes, or the hermit, your actions isolate you.
I'll go with the hermit.
Alright, hey, you ever play Tony Hawk's Underground?
Can't say I have.
No,
Hell yeah.
great game.
For those who have played Tony Hawk's Underground, it ends on a mission, which I never actually managed to beat. I found it very frustrating, where Eric Sparrow, your rival through the game, does this long, elaborate line of tricks, and you have to pursue him without, failing the tricks or without letting him get too far ahead. And that is effectively what happens when this man pulls out 2 more cans of paint, paints a skateboard underfoot, hops onto it, and you get involved in a high-speed skateboard chase. I would say you are eventually going to win this. It's going to take you a bit out of the way. And while this is happening, Juniper, you have somehow ended up technically not alone, because Thea's still next to you, but she's, kind of running on autopilot right now, so I don't know how much help she's going to be. I do think Olivia gets her coffee, and she's like, "Thank you very much, and Felix, I really do mean it. You should strongly consider my offer." And then she leaves.
Trying to think.
Before we jump in, can I ask if I can do something?
Absolutely.
Can Ilana have been watching Juniper try to nail the exact angle on the thing for some time and just be waiting, and when Juniper's done, just be like, "Oh, that took you a while."
Ilana. Yes, I don't typically do precision shots like this. It took a mild bit of practice.
You got it.
Yes.
I found a bunch of creepy letters. And also some pictures that range from threatening to just confusing.
May I see them?
Yeah.
I think Juniper looks through them, and as she goes through them, like, her brow becomes more and more furrowed, and she says, I don't believe our dryad friend was exaggerating about the potential threat.
No, it's definitely, like, it's definitely creepy and weird, but also, some of it's just, like, we took this jacket, I think, and then we can take it. What does that mean?
Perhaps showing that they have access to, well, vandalize or steal anything they want. Though this does seem to imply that they are aware of the fact that our client is a dryad.
That's considerably worse than I originally realized. Oh.
Which also implies they have Eidolon users among them, especially since one would likely be required to make the shot that would get the mail into the mailbox.
Hey, anyone seen Flint?
Flint is currently doing a sick, nasty grind.
I have not.
You can hear like the sound effects of a trick combo in the distance.
He's got like a 37 trick combo going on. Holy shit.
I'm not sure as to what you're referring to, Ilana.
Literally look behind you.
Oh.
Yeah. He takes to the sky, like rooftop to rooftop, grabbing some VHS tapes that are floating there for some reason as he goes.
That's
just chasing this guy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're really taking
I did not realize he had such talents.
We're really taking a broad understanding of campy superhero shit, but I guess it is Canada, and this is in line with some Scott Pilgrim
this
joke.
Very Scott Pilgrim vibes.
In any case, great work obtaining the letters.
Yep, that's all I did.
I think Ilana kind of just stares at you.
Or you, Juniper. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Juniper stares at Ilana and sort of raises an eyebrow just slightly, as if waiting for additional details.
That I acquired those valuable pieces of information and did nothing else today. That's it. I was a productive member of the team.
I am not debating your productiveness.
Yep.
I do just feel
in a very monotone, well, kind of like more like robotic than monotone. Thea says, "Thank you for being a productive member of our team."
Oh, I hate when she gets like that. It's so creepy.
she's in a trance again.
So
Look.
do you have any idea who might be doing this or why?
At the moment, unclear.
I mean, does anyone else know your kind of situation?
I haven't told anyone, and as I've mentioned, I keep my whole thing under wraps. I would say, while she's out and about, I've not explicitly said this. She is, she's got some kind of fucking glamour or disguise going on, looking human.
Yeah, but like before this, like, do you have friends or like acquaintances from before you worked at the dispensary? Anyone who's ever known?
Or more specifically,
enemies.
Have you ever encountered any strange behavior from Olivia, the woman who just left?
I mean, she's just, some executive, right? She's trying to expand her own, I think it's called Greenway Botaniques. It's her own chain of dispensaries and whatnot.
And she just happened to arrive today, insistent that your boss give up this particular job.
And also, like,
to make coffee instead.
Her business is called Greenway Botaniques. Like,
I mean, yes, it's very pretentious.
Like, might as well be like, I want to steal the Dryad Incorporated.
But I mean, she's been coming here she's been making these overtures for months now. I feel like she wouldn't have escalated like this.
When did the graffiti start? Exactly, like when?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay, so months of her not getting what she wants, things escalate. She starts using other methods, either her directly or someone else. And she's like,
I like that
Sorry.
you two saw Flint chasing a guy and just went, well, I've got no leads. Let's interview the witness again one more time.
Flint can handle it. That's fine.
I think
Flint, I would say you managed to chase the guy down by now.
so. I think I'd like to reveal a master plan.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
As Olivia was walking out, Juniper planted a tracking bug on her.
Okay, yeah. You have one genius, so you're drawing one card.
Yes.
That is Temperance. You are met with an equal and opposite reaction.
You know what? I'll take it. Sure.
All right. In that case, yeah, I would say you managed to plant that bug without any issue, and if you track it, it's giving you a consistent signal leading down the road.
I think Juniper will reveal her phone and say, well, if we'd like to investigate, we do have a signal.
I think if you'll allow me this, Maxie, I think Thea's body goes, it's such a nice day, but a piece of paper falls out of her hand that she must have been holding this whole time, and it's just a note she quickly wrote before switching that says, yeah, it's her, I checked.
Actually, I should say, Tim, you have managed to get Freeway of Lucifer here down. His wrists are fairly fixed up, and he's caught his breath. All right, so what do you actually want from me right now? Because you know I can't leave the building.
Yeah, I know. I need some information on what's happening here. Fabby doesn't know exactly how to go about this. I'm very bambus, you know. But Tim wants to be like, okay, I'm here for a reason. I felt that I had to be here for a reason. What's the connection? What's happening here?
Alright, I thought you already knew this, but 1 month ago I was summoned into this body by Olivia Clash, a local modern artist who decided that I should be conscripted as her muse. Since then, she's been keeping me imprisoned here. I finally managed to get a missive out to Eidolon of Montreal, and they told me they were putting one of their sharpest minds on the case. So of course they send you, of all fucking people.
Oh, you know you love me.
Tim, I thought it was bad enough when we had to work together 4 years ago. I did not expect to have to do it again.
I don't know. I can see it in your eyes. You're glad to see me. Anyways, I'll take care of this Olivia lady. I assume you don't want me to leave too much of a mess, right?
I mean, it's an abandoned building, and she's an asshole, so do whatever you want, honestly.
I do love listening to the little devil on my shoulder.
Damn. Tim's got some gay shit going on, I guess.
There's a lot of things happening in his life.
Is Tim fucking the devil?
I think they fucked at 1.4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, there's a jilted X energy to the whole thing. Got it.
Tim,
got it.
absolutely depressed and miserable, has fucked Satan.
As someone who's been very depressed before in her life, listen, one thing doesn't necessarily prevent the other.
I am not critiquing. I am impressed.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Who else would fuck Satan except a deeply, deeply clinically depressed person?
I would say you do hear approaching footsteps. And you're pretty sure you can see through the, they're not boarded up windows, they're just pretty grimy, and like they got some graffiti on them. You do see a woman in a business suit approaching the building.
Greetings to all you little sparks out there in the Flint Tinder fan club. I've got something wonderful to tell you about this week, and it is the Eidolon Playtest Patreon. For $1 a month, you can get to listen to every episode of this rousing superhero adventure Eidolon playtest 1 week in advance. For $3 a month, you gain access to the supporter tier, where you can listen to a design session where Luke and Molly, I have no idea who they are, but they make the game. And you can hear how they do it, hear how the sausage is made, as the children say. For $5 a month, you can gain immediate access to the game Eidolon. Become your best self. Huzzah! And you'll also get your name read out by me in just a moment. One more thing, though, first, is that at the $10 tier, you get the grab bag, where people will talk about things like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or the music that inspires the podcast. Doesn't that sound wonderful, kids? All right, now, let's get to those names. This week, the Flint Tinder fan show is brought to you by Viking Soren, Mark Sokolov, XF, It's Birdish, Lucentia, Every Zig 314, Celeste Jennings, Suzu, Georgie Bats, Jane, Inkjet, Shobon Peridot Rose, Christopher Pragados, Joey Protons, Bismuth, Morgue Haunting the Morgue, Blue Blue, Mood, Nancy Blank, Zach Weatherford, Preeminent Void, Azira, Sowing Discord and Skyas, Ice Cream Jones, and Owl. Thank you for tuning in this week, kids. Back to the adventure.
Yeah, I am gonna activate the trap I led for her.
Okay, and what trap is that?
Oh, it's, a classic net, but it's a little bit more like demonic.
Okay.
So that she can't just escape it.
Okay, demonically infused net.
Yeah.
You have Gen 2, so...
I sure do.
Let's see, that's the chariot, you exceed your own limitations, or death, something ends and something else begins.
I'm gonna go with the chariot, Maxie.
Alright, then I would say as soon as she's finished fiddling with the lock and opening the door, this net falls on top of her, and it does erupt into flames and entangle her, and the whole room heats up. Then that's on top of the sort of aura that Freeway of Lucifer here is already emitting all the time.
I guess I should have been more specific. I want this to cut the connection with that she has over Lucifer, the control she has over them.
I think that works. I think Lucifer, he's already down and he can move, but I would say you notice he considerably sort of limbers up as that connection slackens and dissipates. And he says, well, fuck, I guess you are pretty good at this after all.
You
want me to stick around or get out of here before she knows what happened?
I mean, you remember where I live. You know where to find me. I'll handle this.
Alright. You have a good one. And I would say, instead of actually running, you just bing! And he's gone, and the now non-possessed, normal human man he was possessing just sort of crumples on the floor unconscious. Fuck. Every time, I think I've finally got a good thing going. Somebody like you has to ruin it, huh, Timmy? And she is struggling to tear her way out of this net, making some progress, but it's slow going for some fairly obvious reasons.
Well, you honestly kind of ruined my day. I was doing something else, and then you had to go and kidnap Lucifer? Like, come on.
You have no idea how powerful... There's so many connotations to a person like that are just going to waste, if not captured. You understand?
I mean, probably better than most, but no one could capture Lucifer. If it wasn't me, they wouldn't have stayed here past a week or two. I did you a favor. Anyways, I'm gonna call a cleanup crew so you can be taken in and,
You're not taking me anywhere. If you won't let me have my muse, I will make you into my muse. and she is going to bring out her Eidolon. Modern art bewilders. I would say it looks a bit like... It's sort of like if an invisible creature got a bunch of Jackson Pollock-style paint splatters on it in a way that sort of shows its outline without quite giving it like a full visible outline. And it's going to slam its hand into your head and just start drawing out a sculpture that looks like it's sort of dripping, as if it were something between metal and water. And while that's happening, what are the other three doing?
I'm sure that's not going to be a problem.
I think Juniper, and I assume Juniper and Ilana would head for wherever the tracker is going.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's a pretty straight shot down the road.
We'd probably wait for Flint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I caught this broski. I guess I'm going to interrogate him?
Autopilot Thea would be following the group for the record.
I won't tell you anything. I'm better than that, you know.
Well, what was he doing?
He was the one graffitiing the building.
Oh.
And I'd do it again. It's the only reason for my existence. To make this ugly world stop pretending to be beautiful.
Flint, would you mind suppressing your power for a moment?
Okay, sure. I guess I have to draw to do that, don't I?
Let me double check. I believe
that's only if you have your dissonant card. You have to.
Oh no, it says by default your Eidolon is always warping reality. If you want to turn it off and turn it back on, you must draw a biz. So yeah, that's one biz.
Yeah, I got a biz of one.
All right, that is judgment.
Oh no.
Your past failures catch up to you.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm going to check real quick if there's anything specific for a failure of emergency shutoff. No, there isn't. So I'm going to interpret this forecast in a fun way.
Oh
no. Flint, how do you generally go about turning off your powers? Is there just a switch on your belt?
Yeah, I usually just deactivate the belt.
So yeah, I would say when you go to deactivate your belt, there is a sort of siren noise. It's a low, deep siren.
Uh-oh.
And
that's unusual.
I haven't really watched enough tokusatsu to describe a good graphic for this, but just imagine a nice special effect over that as instead of deactivating your belt, it supercharges the effect. Reality itself sort of flattens and gets a comic book pop art style to it.
I think when something malfunctions in tokusatsu, they usually rotoscope a bunch of lightning all over it.
Yeah. That's perfect.
If it's really bad, the helmet would get a crack, and you could see like Flint's eye under the helmet.
Should Juniper and Ilana start getting affected by this too?
I was about to say, like,
yes, absolutely.
Oh fuck.
Ilana, you just have a fucking dotted line outline around you now? Or maybe an outline but no color like the Invisible Woman?
Oh, this is weird. I don't like it.
Oh fuck! What's Juniper look like? Shit.
Does Juniper go like full
Juniper's
robot?
like super edgy, like fucking just.
Oh, are you like Spawn now?
Yeah. Just Image comic shit.
I feel like I also probably got even taller.
Yes, absolutely.
Whoa.
You can't see her eyes; they're just constantly in shadow.
I think Thea, automated Thea, looks like a marionette, and you can even see her strings on top.
That's good. That's very good.
Okay, well, this has backfired.
And Graffiti Boy here, I think the point of reference would probably be something like a cross between comic book Bane and shitty movie Bane. He's got definitely a much more elaborate rebreather on, and just these fucking enormous canisters of paint strapped to his back with a big hose. You don't understand. This whole world needs me to leave my mark upon it.
Flint, what the f*** did you do?
I am not sure,
Whoa,
old chum.
Whoa, what was that?
What do you mean?
What the f*** was that? What is that?
I think you're getting bleeped.
Oh, I hate this. Oh, okay. Flint, just turn it. Can you, turn it off?
I tried that. It did not work.
It seems to be malfunctioning.
Why are you hotter like this? Why? I didn't say that.
Juniper, like, I think she turns her head away slightly, and you can her face gets even more shadowed, and she says,
Lightning flashes behind her, and she's briefly a silhouette.
I didn't realize you felt that way.
I'm just gonna go in the building. I'm just gonna, and I go ahead and use my other hold and vanish, and just go inside the building.
What the Where does she go? What trickery is this?
Now, hold on. You know what? I don't know what your deal is. What is your name?
Give me a second to look something up on Wikipedia. The free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
You were born in the graffiti.
I am Hilderic, King of the Vandals.
Oh my god.
It's pretty good, right?
It rules.
Yeah, sure. Well, Hilderic, you've made a powerful enemy this day. Have at thee! And, Flint's gonna hit a button, assuming that any of the buttons still work.
I would say the buttons still work for the most part. They might be, a little wonky.
Okay. Flint's gonna go with, Jersey Woolly, which is just gonna give him a really powerful kick.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna, let's call this a scrap?
Yeah.
All right, that's a POW of 2. Let's see, that's the Hanged Man, or the Sun. So that's a positive or a negative.
Hanged Man?
Oh, I reshuffled recently.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. All right. Yeah. Let's go with the Sun on this one.
I agree.
All right, you are given cause to celebrate, and I would say as you wind up for this drop kick and just slam into this man's chest. The cloudy skies above that have gathered, largely because of Juniper, they briefly part, and there's an angelic chorus as this man gets flung down the block by a powerful kick-based explosion. He lands on his back, kind of skids to a stop.
Now, are you going to tell us who you're working for, or am I going to have to do that several more times to you?
I don't want you to do that several more times. That would actually suck a lot. But I do have my pride. This is a tough one. If I tell you, can I go?
That depends on what your answer is.
Olivia Clash. She wants to control the legalized cannabis industry for the entire eastern seaboard, and also most of the Great Lakes region.
All right, and so she hired you to tag a rival dispensary? That's really her whole plan?
I mean,
Look, man, she got me on like Fiverr. I needed the work real bad.
Okay, well,
I love this character. Me, Fabby, is in love with this character.
okay, well, honestly, like, petty crimes isn't really what we're out to investigate, so, just leave this particular dispensary alone going forward. We'll call it a draw.
Okay, yeah, thanks, man. Fuck, you like got me in the solar plexus or something. Ugh. Tim.
Yeah.
You currently have abstract art emerging from your face. It doesn't feel great. What do you do?
I have been called a lot of things. Never a work of art. I'm gonna punch this lady in the face and see if that helps.
Okay. That'll be a scrap.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 1 POW, so let's see how that goes.
Do.
Strength, which is positive.
Hell yeah, Tim never suffers consequences. That's a totally new thing I came up with that my character
That's really good. That should be like his catchphrase
it's really
or something.
Original.
So yeah, you just punch her really hard in the face.
Yeah.
And when you do that, her Eidolon, Modern Art Bewilders, grabs hold of her cheek, and more sculpture emerges from her face. This one's very spiky. It's got a lot of sharp angles. And you also just punch it again and don't even pay attention to it digging into your skin. And you just kind of drive it back into her face. And she staggers backwards.
I think as Tim is doing this frankly obscene display of violence and cruelty, even to someone that's not the greatest person, I think he's very calmly saying, here's the thing. I don't care what you do to my face or my body. I frankly hate all of this. But you are doing the one thing that I can't abide. You're taking me away from where I really belong. So, I am going to hurt you until you can't do that anymore, or you can come willingly.
I would say that's an intimidate.
Sounds good.
Your POW is still 1. Well, I got good news for you.
Yeah?
For a single moment, the world bends to your will.
Jesus.
Tim never faces consequences.
I think this version of Olivia Clash stares at you, and the sculpture that continues to emerge from you, it's still abstract, but an idea, not even a form, just an idea, is clearly visible within it. Without anything that resembles life or history, this sculpture that is emerging from your jaw perfectly conveys a sense of loss and longing. And I think Olivia Clash is going to start crying. I didn't realize you felt so strongly about that. I thought you were just here to do your job.
Somewhere out there is a good life for me. But it's not here.
What have I been doing with myself? I've been so focused on the quality of the art, I haven't cared about what it represents, what it means to me. I haven't been putting myself into it because I've been so focused on putting other people into it. And then they just want to leave because I'm little more than a thief like this. I think modern art bewilders, releases its hold on you. The sculpture, it just sort of finishes itself and falls to the ground with a clatter. You can go. I'm sorry. I will exclusively practice my art on myself and those who I know are willing models for it.
For what it's worth. If you ever need a canvas, here's my card. It's not like I'm doing anything better.
Alright, yeah, she takes it. Do you want to go back to Thea?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, no, shit's fucked here. What's even going on? You got like a mannequin thing? I mean, the mannequin thing's dissipating now and reappearing on the other end.
Am I still a marionette?
Yeah, no, I think
that's up to
that
you.
is, yeah.
What's Thea look like normally under the influence of Flint's horseshit?
I think she looks... God, I think she's just like a Wonder Woman ripoff. Like, this idea of
Oh, is she colored with what is that called? The multicolored dots?
Yeah.
Zipatone.
Yeah, definitely. The pop art type thing, yeah. So, Flint, I see we have a little bit of a situation here.
Oh no, it's taken care of. We know for certain that it is what's her name again?
Olivia Clash.
Olivia.
Oh right, yes.
I left a note. I had to go take care of something, but I left did you not see my note?
I'm sorry, we were preoccupied.
But yes, it's Olivia. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Right, we should get going.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Juniper goes to write down what they've done so far, sees that she's already written 4 words in her journal, pauses, and says, "We need to get Ilana first, though."
Who?
Ilana, she's here with us. Somewhere.
Oh, Ilana. Yes, sorry. Think I forgot her for a second.
Theophania raises her hand. Who is Ilana?
She is one of our coworkers. she has a power where when she vanishes, everyone forgets she exists. I have been attempting to counteract these measures by keeping a journal. I have an entry written down which tells me that she is definitely on this mission.
I understand.
Ilana,
What?
are we ready to go?
What does Ilana's... Because Ilana went into the building where the tracer is. What did she find?
It's just, it's an office building. It's not a very large one, like 4 floors. Greenway Botaniques is on the top. And that's where the tracker is.
Okay.
It's a bit of a hike here, but, it's within walking distance of fucking, what did I call it? La Belle Violette.
Is Olivia there? Like, did she find her?
Yeah, she's just in her office.
Okay. Can I use Shadow Heist, please? And pickpocket her.
All right. Let me look at what Shadow Heist does.
I get to steal
Okay.
one object that the target owns but isn't currently on her person.
Okay. What are you trying to steal from her?
I'm gonna assume she used a burner phone to pay for the fucking Fiverr and all the other schemes she's doing. And I want to steal it.
Okay. Yeah, that's an Ellie, right?
Yeah, I get 3.
All right. That is the devil. You get what you want at a price you can't afford. The tower, something terrible happens.
Oh no.
Or the Wheel of Fortune, you're at the whim of fate.
Here's the thing. If there's one thing about me you gotta know, it's that I love to pick the devil.
Yeah, you do!
This is true. I know this about.
So I'm picking
So,
the devil.
So, here's what I'm thinking. The rest of you are probably going to be coming to this building as well, right?
Yeah, probably.
Following the tracer.
Mhm.
Great.
Mhm.
So I think what happens, Ilana, is you manage to steal the burner phone. I believe this costs your second hold.
Yes.
So you do flicker back into existence. And when Olivia sees this at first, she just kind of jumps back in her seat like, oh my god, where the did you come from? What?
I am a ghost of your sins. Come
You're not
to
a
haunt-
fucking ghost. You're obviously not a ghost. Come on. You think I'm stupid? You have legs. You don't have a little wispy thing.
Wait, why you... Hold on, you assume ghosts don't have legs? Ghosts could have legs.
I've fucking met ghosts, alright?
Have you met every ghost? You don't know if a ghost doesn't have legs.
I've met enough fucking ghosts to know that ghosts don't have legs. They have a little wispy trail.
Well, fine.
You're not a ghost.
I haven't met a ghost, and I didn't know that. You were right. I think Ilana just bolts.
You can't just... What the are you doing? And I think as you are just slamming out the door of the office building, 2 things happen. 1, you're now within the 15-foot radius of Flint's ability. And 2, Olivia Clash is going to pick up a lead pipe that she holds underneath her desk and fling it past you. It does not hit you, but it hits the opposite wall. And when it does, you can see a humanoid figure. Instead of eyes or a mouth, it just has audio speakers, and instead of legs, it has a tangled assortment of cables, some of which connect back into its shoulders or the back of its head. And she yells, "Ka-krang!" And when the lead pipe hit that wall, a big, blade of sound emerged from it, shot out at you, and sliced through your leg. You are now winded.
Oh! Ow! Ow!
I assume the 3 of us heard that as well.
Yes. I would say either you're taking the elevator and the door's open to see this, or you just got up the stairs.
All right. Flint's gonna hit a button, and the little speaker on his belt's gonna go Silver Martin, and a bunch of throwing stars are going to appear in his hands, and he's gonna just start chucking them.
Okay. Let's see. So that's gonna be a bombard.
Yes.
You have 2 Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That is Justice. The situation becomes more fair. Or wait, that's your that's your Resonant.
It sure is.
So it's your Resonant card or the High Priestess. The Supernatural acts through you.
It's the craziest thing. I'm gonna take my resonant on this one. I think.
Bold choice.
I think
bold
you would.
decision.
I know.
So
We
let's
like
see.
to be risky. We like to be spicy here on Eidolon playtest. We like to pick the worst possible card we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy with it and pick my resonant.
All right, so as the conductor, your resonant effect is you raise your baton to strike up the band, issue one command, everything currently in your zone of influence must follow it until the assigned task is complete or the scene ends.
Nobody make a sound.
Oh, that's really good! Holy shit! Yeah, so I think, if we're going to extend this, sort of mix between comic book metaphor and tokusatsu metaphor, all these sound drops out, and I think you probably... At least one person tries to talk, and I'm picturing just like a blank speech balloon.
I think it's definitely Juniper that tries to talk. She is shouting something.
Can it be a silent movie intertitle?
I love that this is...
Yes, it can, absolutely.
I love that this is absolutely the correct order, command to make, and also the worst possible thing for an audio medium.
Yeah, I think, okay, if we're going to do it silent movie style, Juniper shouts, and then there is a frame with text that just says, Ilana, !
It's pretty good.
Can I try a thing? I don't know if it's too early to try this, but can I spend my second hold to use... What's the name of the move? I have it right here. Soul Hacker. Draw Biz to reprogram Olivia's Eidolon.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. Your biz is 3, so let's see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you have the Emperor, you break something. The Moon, something unknown or unknowable interferes. Or Death, something changes, something ends and something else begins. That's 2 neutrals and a negative.
The Emperor is my resonant.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one.
One day I'll get to use it.
What if we push?
For the record,
push.
Ilana also yells something at Juniper, and the silent movie card is just Grawlix. It's just the and at symbol,
pound sign, spiral,
pound sign, it's
dollar
just
sign.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
You pushing?
I'm pushing.
All right, Phantom Clock advances to 5, and we get the Hanged Man, which is not good. It's a negative. You must make an impossible choice.
So what I wanted to do is switch her Eidolon so that I could only make art, tapping into the other universe.
Okay, that would have been good.
Yeah, I don't know what happens now. It's up to you.
Let's see. The Hanged Man, you must make an impossible choice. I would say you can do that, but there's no reversing it. It would cause, permanent alterations to both of their souls if you do that.
When you're saying their souls, you refer to...
their Eidolons are sort of, an externalization.
Okay, just double checking that.
You would be permanently altering their Eidolons and, by extension, their, personalities.
Uh-huh. This is the thing. Tim would totally do this with Thea. I think she would.
All right. Then, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a sustained effort in a way that is going to... You're not going to take damage from it, but it is going to leave you, very exhausted. As you just sort of reach towards Kakrang-ang, which is... It doesn't know what to do. It's just sort of flailing and shocked, even as Olivia wordlessly tries to call it back to her side. You are going to start just removing these cables and putting different cables in. It's going to start rapidly shaking and shifting. It looks like a photo collage for a moment as it is taking on this new shape, which looks much more heavily influenced by modern art bewilders, but it's got kind of like a corporate Memphis vibe to it instead of an action abstract painting thing going on. Like, you're just seeing polygons that vaguely resemble a human body. And I think Olivia Clash is, like, clutching at her head as this happens. And I would say that as this thing finally settles into its new form, you can tell you've taken a lot out of it. You have made it weaker, probably permanently weaker. In terms of modern art bewilders, it got the better end of the deal. It's just sort of more audio themed now. It's got a guitar in there. It looks kind of like a sculpture made out of a bunch of secondhand audio equipment combined with, scrap metal, old furniture, and so on.
Sick.
But yeah, I think Olivia, honestly, kind of looks like you could just take her in as is, frankly.
I think Thea, still in silence, looks to the rest of the group and says, and then the thing comes up and says, "She's defeated. Take her." And I think she falls to like a knee.
Well, dang, I was kind of hoping to see like what her new art powers would do in comic book world, but yeah, I mean, if the mission's done, so yeah. All right.
So is the power, everything dissipating? We can talk again?
I mean, that's up to Flint, isn't it?
No.
More Grolix! More!
Really hedging your bets here, huh?
I think what Juniper does is she looks at Flint and, points at Olivia and, makes a sort of cuffs snapping motion, indicating he should take Olivia into custody.
Flint salutes, pushes a button on his belt, and then the intertile pops up and says indecipherable robot noises. And then he's gonna handcuff Olivia.
Meanwhile, Juniper rushes over and checks Ilana's leg. How bad is it looking?
If
it's bleeding, but it could look a lot worse.
Yeah, it's not. She's not going to lose the leg, but it's not great.
I think Juniper is going to is going to speak and then wait for the interstitial to come up, and it'll say, "Let me help you back to the van. We have first aid there." And then she will, after the interstitial cuts away, you now see Juniper holding her hand out to you.
Ilana waits for a moment, and then the interstitial pops up and says in very tiny font, "Yeah, okay." And she takes the hand and hobbles.
Yeah, Juniper is just going to lead her to the van now.
Now, Flint, these handcuffs you're using,
yeah,
are they in any way super powered or supernatural, or are these just handcuffs?
They're okay. So you know how Batman has handcuffs that are basically normal, but they look kind of bat shaped a little bit.
No, they're bunny shaped.
Yeah.
You got the bunny cuffs.
Yep.
So I think what happens here is you go to put the cuffs on her and you succeed, but to do that, you are getting right next to her, and by extension, the epicenter of Bunny Ain't No Kind of Rider is right next to her. So I think what's going to happen is, as soon as you have the cuffs on, she is going to flex her arms, and her suit jacket is just going to get torn apart, revealing a green and purple jumpsuit below. And then she's going to elbow you in the gut and try and spin around. And an interstitial's going to come up like, "Fool, did you really believe that was all I had in store for you?"
Can I reveal my master plan?
Absolutely, you can.
I still have that gun.
I don't know if that's a master plan at this
I think
point.
it's just you have a gun.
Have the gun.
You said that the last time, too.
I know, I still have it.
I think
so
you can just shoot your gun.
Bombard. Just shoot her with the gun.
And one day it'll be a master plan.
You have a better Ellie score than your genius.
But it's more fun.
Sometimes you just want to do a bit.
Yeah. I think the second Juniper gets Ilana out of like the zone of like the radius of Flint's powers, she sees what's happening. She goes, "Oh, absolutely not," and pulls out the gun and just shoots.
All right, I'm gonna draw Ellie for
3.
that. Let's see. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You're at the mercy of the fates. The High Priestess. The supernatural moves through you, I believe, or the Tower. Something terrible happens.
Let's go with the High Priestess.
All right. So I think as this bullet goes into Flint's field, well, for one thing, it's making sort of a whizzing sound that just gets cut off as soon as it enters the field. But then it also, like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Imagine if it sort of, like, split into 6 parts, like it turns from a bullet into this, like, almost tiny electrified net. And as Olivia Clash notices it coming for her, before she can attempt to strangle Flint with her own cuffs, she reaches out to Kakrang, who rushes in, takes the brunt of the bullet, and then gets electrified. And it does still have some cables in it, and it just sort of collapses to the ground again, and she collapses to her knees with it. Grolix!
She can do it too. Whoever wants to finish the job, go for it.
Allow me. And Juniper will simply walk up and then raise her hand back, raise her right fist back as her Eidolon raises its left fist back, and they will both punch Olivia in the gut simultaneously.
I'm thinking that's going to take her out, and she is going to try to resist, but all she's actually going to do is break through the panel border, as it were, and you are going to see her sort of sink through the ground and reappear in front of you in a way that it looks like she should be staying in place, but you can tell that she's falling, until eventually she does end up falling properly down from the 4th floor to the 3rd floor to the 2nd to the 1st, and then just collapsing in the lobby of the building.
There. I believe she should come quietly now.
Well,
Flint, turn off
truth be
your
told,
fucking
I think that's the
powers.
only way I think quietly is the only way she can do anything right now, if we're being honest.
Flint, turn off your powers for the love of God.
Alright, I'll try. Should
they
I
turn
draw
off.
again?
No, they turn off fine.
Okay.
Oh, that is better. Let's get you patched up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think, Tiff is gonna go up to Thea and be like, so if she's taken care of, you think that we should be fine now?
Yeah.
Wait, we brought her to the fight scene?
I mean,
She probably came.
yeah, no, it's
hiding in the
it
background.
It seemed like I should come along just in case, they tried to capture me while I was elsewhere.
No, I think
Did she go like full Poison
I think you're
Ivy in
fine.
comic world?
I'm leaving that up to the viewers, the listeners,
Oh,
not the viewers.
beautiful.
There's nothing to view.
the artist.
I'm leaving that one up to Rexy.
I was about to say.
I
yeah.
didn't want to say. Anyways, yeah, you will all be safe for now. It was her. She was just being petty and letting her emotions dictate what she wanted to do and not thinking how it would affect others. So, yeah, you should all be fine now.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. I'll should I just go home then? Do you need to debrief me, or can I just go home?
Go home. Someone will come by tomorrow during work hours. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you. You've been
Have a good night.
You've all been a tremendous help. I appreciate everything that you do for the community. And she's gonna head out.
Back in the van, Juniper is putting a bandage. Is like putting a bandage and gauze on Ilana's leg, wrapping it up, making sure there's a little bit of pressure on the wound.
Ow, tight. Get it tight.
Oh, sorry. Let me loosen that up a bit. There, does that feel a little better?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then Juniper, I think, is like looking at the ground for a while, and she sort of looks at you and then like slightly away, and then says, "Do you have any plans after work?"
Not really. I was just gonna head back home and I don't know, watch YouTube on my phone. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Not even on the laptop?
that's what I normally do. I just go back home, maybe work on some paintings, but
You do paintings?
yes, abstract expressionism.
I'm not gonna try and pretend I'm cool and I know what that means. But I'm sure they're
it's
nice.
It's. Do you know those painters who make fields of color or splashes, things like that? They're rarely figures or anything like it.
Yeah.
I make that.
Oh. Oh, hey, that's nice.
I was just wishing to ask if you would like to get any tea or coffee or a drink of your preference after work tonight.
Hey, one second. Excuse me for. Actually, hold on. Ilana vanishes for a second and goes, "Woo!" and then comes back and like, yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. What were we just discussing?
Yeah, you were asking me out on a date. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I did go through with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah. Tell you what, why don't you meet me, there's a coffee shop, on, I don't know, Franco's? I'm making up a coffee shop. You can meet me there.
We all know Franco's in Montreal.
Yeah, Franco's of Montreal.
Yeah.
Listen, he's Spanish, but there's no relation. He makes it very clear that he sympathized with the anarchist side.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, why don't you meet me there, let's say 2-3 hours after work? I can get dressed, cleaned up, and we can go get some tea.
Right. Perfect. And you see Juniper open her little notebook and write that down. It's a date.
So are you just do you note what everyone's doing in the notebook, or is that do I get special treatment?
Oh, and you can see her face flush a little, and she says, it was initially intended to be a countermeasure against the side effects of your Eidolon, as I felt it would improve team cohesion if we could actually remember your accomplishments and your specialties. But
you made it just so you could remember me. That's what you did?
Yes. It started out as strictly professional, but I suppose it's obvious now, but I'll admit that I have taken a liking to you.
That's thanks. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Oh, good. I'm I'm glad you think so. I was a little worried you'd think it was creepy.
No, I mean, look, I use my powers to steal shit from people all the time. Like, my barometer on creepy is probably not ideal.
Good.
I haven't stolen from you. Want to be clear. Have not stolen from you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Have stolen from Thea and Flint. Have done that.
Okay.
I will not mention that to them, and I will not record it in this journal.
I assume they kind of assume, like, you know.
Whenever you steal something from Thea, it has a little note.
Oh, that's adorable.
Like, oh, yeah.
But yeah. Great. Guess we should head back to the office, and then I'll get ready. Then I'll come meet you there.
Yeah.
Hey, Juniper, are you busy? Thea's wondering if. Oh, who's your new friend?
Oh, this is Ilana. She's our coworker.
Oh.
Hey, I'm actually gonna say Flint. Yeah, that kind of rings a bell.
Okay.
Hi,
Yeah, that
Flint.
tracks. Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
Yep. You gotta get better control of your powers, man. Today was... I didn't like being a comic book.
I don't know what you're talking about. My powers are about justice.
Okay.
I think just a small thing in the background of all this, Thea's drafting an email to her boss, basically being like, oh, a small debrief, and also she ends the email by saying she would like to start getting things ready for her transition away from field work and into an office position, maybe a consultant, maybe not full time. I think after sending the message, she turns back to Tim, and Tim goes and waits in the apartment to see if anyone shows up.
Yeah, I think Tim's probably going to be waiting there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I think eventually, there's a long shadow down the road, illuminated by some streetlights, slowly approaching. And you can see some horns and spines. But I will also say, Ilana.
Yep.
I would say that this was a pretty paperwork-heavy one, especially considering that you have effectively kidnapped a CEO, and you're going to have to... this isn't your job, but somebody's going to have to deal with the cover-up there, so that's going to be a whole thing. I would say everybody else probably better at finishing their paperwork on time than you are, so you ended up having to stay a bit late. It's not going to get in the way of your little date, but, it's definitely a thing that you got to deal with. But while you're working on it, I think Jean Delacroix shows up by her desk and places a hand on your shoulder like, "Hey, Ilana, I heard that you did a fantastic job in the field today."
Oh. Thank you. That's... Who did you hear that from, exactly? I need to know if they were being sarcastic or not.
Well, I mean, for one thing, I heard it from Juniper, but obviously, she's probably a little biased. But I also heard it from Theophania. I heard it from Thea. And just judging by the debriefs I've seen, honestly, the amount of damage you can do with an ordinary handgun is really impressive. Did you take marksmanship classes, or...?
No. It's simple, right? You point it and you shoot it.
It sounds like you're kind of a natural. You might want to... we can subsidize any classes if you want to experiment with that a bit more. Obviously, there's only so much we can do in terms of outfitting you with guns without running afoul of the actual government authorities. We don't want to step on any toes, but at the very least, we can get you a handgun to call your own, I think, and...
I mean, I got one. And, she pulls it out of her pocket.
Careful where you're pointing that thing.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Anyway, listen, you don't need to stick around here. You can finish your paperwork tomorrow, huh?
Great. Thank you. Yeah. I think Ilana isn't going to argue and heads out.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to the apartment that she has been renting for the past 2 months because she got lucky. And discovers that the locks are changed, and presumably any shit she had in there is thrown out, which is not unusual for her.
Happens pretty much every couple months, right?
Yep. And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a big stack of government IDs that are all her, with different middle initials. So it's like Ilana, A, Ramsey, Ilana, B, Ramsey, and she gets to Ilana Q, Ramsey, and puts a big X on it and goes, okay, gonna have to do that this week. Shit, I'm gonna have to wear this. And she tries to find the nearest hostel that has a shower, which is not unusual to her, because they aren't gonna check her ID. And she pays with what little cash she has.
But then you do actually have somewhere to be for once, don't you?
Yes, I guess that's looking up, but it would be really cool if I didn't have to do this every month or two. But I mean, sleeping in bus stations ain't that bad, I guess. Plus, I can...
Maybe you can find a place that you can call home a bit more regularly.
Let's, okay, narrator.
Yeah, sorry, I'm moving you a little fast.
Okay, narrator, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's, we're going on our first date.
Listen, I'm just saying,
Can
four
we leave the
episode
narratorship
I'm a
episode
lesbian,
miniseries.
but let's not play into stereotype here, okay?
Point taken. Yes.
I mean, is it really a Zoe character if she doesn't end up in a lesbian relationship by the time we're done?
This one was not on me. Iris was the one who decided to make this a thing.
Well, look.
She knew the rules. She just understands how Eidolon works.
I see. Well, there's no time like the present, I suppose. We're going to need to start island life. Now or never.
Eidolon Montreal is brought to you by Audio Entropy. You can find most of the crew on that sinister website they call X, where you can find Mike at Mike Loves Rabbits, Iris at Stilts the GM, Fabby at Fabby_Garza, Zoe at Blankzilla. Meanwhile, Maxie you can find at Max Knightley on the Tumblr. Eidolon Montreal will be back with its thrilling conclusion in 1 week. Watch out!